YouTube. Mike McCarthy is somehow named Coach of the Year by Mike Greenberg this morning, and I know it's just bait, and I wish I would have chosen fucking Ryan and Kelly this morning when I was getting the boys ready. But it was unfortunately on from Monday Night Football from the previous night before. I saw it on the screen. I saw Marcus Spears react the same way I would, which was like, are you serious? It made me go back and watch the Dallas game twice, to be honest with you.
Oh, God,
Just,
he got you so good.
I was like, what, this?
Yeah.
Piece of I was like, I was like, all right, yeah, you made me waste my time. But, like, really? The Cowboys should not be credited for anything. They played the worst of the worst and barely hung on. There's nothing impressive about it. Yeah, the depth and the talent is awesome to keep the glue together, but like if they're talking about Super Bowl, it's like this is how bad the NFC is right now. There's got to be somebody else.
Yeah, the NFC sucks. I mean, look around. Look at all these teams. They're all terrible. The Eagles are the class of the conference, and it's really not close. But I'll take all those other teams. Like I'll take Green Bay, Tampa Bay, the Rams, even San Francisco. I'll take all those teams over Dallas, and that's easy. I mean, to look at a team like that, it's just okay. It's an easy storyline to get the clicks and all that stuff. Dak Prescott is out. So to work all that, I mean, whatever. If you want to do it, fine. But like the biggest thing for me is, this is amazing as an Eagles fan. Amazing. Amazing. We opened this year going, Dallas is fucked. They're not going to win a game. Like, especially now that Dak Prescott is out, they're not going to win anything. And they're still not. But this could keep him around for a year. Like, if he's getting Coach of the Year buzz early and they win another game or two and that starts to build a little bit and then Dak comes back and they win, 9 games in a terrible NFC, I love it.
Yeah, I kind of love that too. So should we just actually should we erase the first part of this and then we'll just remix it so it sounds like I agree with Mike Greenberg. We need to get a campaign for, Mike McCarthy to hold on to his job. Let's get him a 5-year extension or a 3-year extension. Maybe we can get an extend Mike McCarthy thing going of just infiltrate one of the dumb Facebook groups and just start there and,
A grassroots Mike McCarthy Coach of the Year movement would be fun. But it is funny, too, because you look around at what's happening over there, and, Brian Daboll's a better Coach of the Year candidate.
Oh, my God, yes.
It's not even close. Look at that team that Brian Daboll has to work with. He's got nobody. His quarterbacks suck. His wide receivers suck. They kind of have an offensive line. Their defense cut James Bradbury. That guy has 3 wins. I would take Daboll in a heartbeat.
Oh, my God.
It's such a more impressive coaching job. Mike McCarthy is underachieved every single year with elite talent. It's just who he is. You can't go, oh, he doesn't suck as bad as he normally does. He's Coach of the Year. What kind of bar is that? It's like saying a student who suddenly goes from a D to a C is valedictorian. I mean, why? For what?
And also, which one is it? Is it Cooper Rush is actually elite or great or has a chance to take them to the Super Bowl, or is it Mike McCarthy? Because it's one or the other. It ain't both.
No.
Get your shit together, Dallas. That's I love that this is just part of the doomsday ploy that they're going to continue to throw at that reel, and they're just going to keep biting on this thing. And fantastic. Yeah, let's make the Dallas Cowboys, I don't know. Let's. I have no idea. Vince Quinn.
I don't. Well, let's leave them at second or third in the division and 4 wins at least behind the Eagles. Who cares? That's why Sirianni's a better Coach of the Year candidate. Hell, I'd put Doug Peterson as a better Coach of the Year candidate. That's pretty easy to do. I mean, you could look around the league and find a handful of teams. It's easy. So let's stop talking about Dallas. Let's just throw them out. We're just going to get rid of it. We've said all we need to say about that. But the other thing that is fun, talking about national media and all this stuff. Pro Football Talk, Philadelphia Eagles, number 1 in the power rankings, baby. Number 1.
And I believe speaking of that, our good friend Bill Simmons over at The Ringer had them at 7 previously last week, right, T? And then
I'm pulling it up right now.
still at 7 this week, which is hilarious.
Yeah, so we'll go through that in a second because the Ringers list is apparently an atrocity, and I've not seen it. But it was funny because Pro Football Talk was getting a lot of heat for having the Eagles 1. Apparently, a lot of people were saying, like, this is a crappy list, or everybody was just complaining they didn't think their team was where it should be. So they were getting all these complaints, and then they retweeted ESPN's power rankings, which had the Eagles 3rd, and he's like, this is shit list. You know, and like that was pretty much what they said on Twitter. It was awesome. So
I love power ranking fights. They're the best.
They are. Like I've always had the belief that the NFL should actually put numbers next to the teams, 1 to 32, the way college does.
Wow, yes. Oh, man, great take.
Right?
Great take, because it's just as silly as what they do in college, too.
Oh, it means nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Yeah. It means absolutely nothing. It's a bunch of sports writers and everybody else getting together and coaches and going like, yeah, I think this, I think that. It's like the NFL top 100. It's the same thing, same effect. No one writes that list with a conscious mind. They have like interns and should do like, yeah, fill that out for me. And like, that'd be great. Like, and because of the world we're in with betting and Taylor, that's right up your alley. It'd be like, it'd just be psychologically, 32 versus 2 or whatever it is.
Oh, it's going to mess with people so much. And for the casual person who doesn't know anything, it becomes a lot more exciting when, hey, number 1 lost to number 14. You know what I mean? So it's just they should totally do that. I don't know why they don't. And everyone else can still keep their own power rankings, and it's all good.
Like, if you remember, this might be before both of your times. If you remember way back in the day, pre-BCS, pre-everything, where the champion was determined the next day in the newspaper, which is the weirdest fucking thing in the world. How did we let that happen, by the way, as a culture? You play, and then we'll figure out who the champion is tomorrow in the paper. What? But, like, that's how you had to decide who is number 1 or number 2 at the end of the year. So, yeah, like, and the only reason why I bring that up is because it caused so much hate. It was the first original power rankings, because that's how you determine championships, which was absurd, and it still is. Get playoffs, please. But yeah, like, it would Miami and that whole thing with Notre Dame, like, it would there would be that on fire if you see that on paper of like, what do you mean? And the, oh my God, the theater of going back and forth with the sports writers who peg them at that number.
Yeah.
People calling out Bill Simmons and like, how dare you, and all this other stuff.
Magic.
Yes. God, Vince Quinn, you really just opened Pandora's box in my head there. Thank you.
Yeah, they can make me commissioner as soon as Roger Goodell retires. I'm open for the call. But do you have the Ringers list, by the way,
Yeah.
Taylor?
So the Eagles are now 4th, but last week they were 7th.
They did move up 3 spots. All right. That's nice of them. So ESPN has them 3. Ringer has them 4. Could we, but everybody is yelling at the Ringers list on where it is?
Yeah. Well, for the Eagles' sake, yeah. 4.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right,
4 is too low.
I have not looked at it. Have you, Vince Quinn?
I have not seen it.
Honest?
I haven't seen it.
Can we try and guess who's 1 through 6 there?
Please do.
Number 1, the Chiefs. Has to be.
Number 1, Bills.
Bills.
Number 2, the Chiefs.
Number 2, Chiefs.
Has to be.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 3, Vince Quinn. I'll give you the first guess.
This is where it gets wonky.
This is where it's going to, I think this is a little mental gymnastics. I'm going to say Miami.
No.
I'm going to say they said the 49ers.
No.
What the frig? Who are we missing? They're not putting the Dallas Cowboys there, are they?
Ravens?
No.
Oh, yeah, great. I don't know why I didn't jump to them.
Giants? That would be
That would be
really hot take.
All right, who's good but not great, and who'd be Seattle? No.
Yeah, Seattle would be insane. God.
We were talking about the coach earlier. Or it used to be coach.
Wait.
We were?
Used to be coach. Huh.
Green Bay
guys.
Packers.
Yes.
Oh, my
Oh.
God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Really?
See, I'm instantly mad on something that's arbitrary. Number 5?
Number 5, guess.
Okay, if they thought Green Bay, now here's San Francisco.
No.
What?
Same logic, I would say, is number 3.
Tampa Bay.
The
Yes.
Bucks, they just got their ass kicked by the Chiefs really bad.
Like that secondary was done.
Yes. I'm like, they
From
waved the white
first
flag.
quarter, done.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
All right. So number 6. Does it take a wild leap here? Can we get to find
No,
is San Francisco?
I think this is proper.
Okay. Is this San Francisco? They are not on
No.
this list? Okay. I must have saw another game last night. All right. Vince Quinn?
Yeah, crap. I'm trying to think of who it could possibly be.
But you say it makes sense, T.
All right, now I'll say the Dolphins again. Or Ravens.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even
No.
mention them yet.
Close though.
Not Dolphins, not the
Ravens.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So
Seventh.
who's 8 then? Is that where that shows up?
No, you missed 7.
Oh, I thought the Eagles were 7. Oh, they were 4.
No, they
That's
were
right.
4 now. So, we've gone down the list a little bit, but
You already said them.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Was it what he said? I forget what I had.
Rams,
I'm in a
Dolphins.
weird
Dolphins.
mental state.
Okay, there we go. All right. So, yeah,
Oh, the
okay.
Dolphins. All right.
Dolphins, and then Bengals, Chargers, then 49ers at 10.
And I don't think any of those teams are good. It just feels like the league sucks this year.
Bengals are good.
No, it's a very heavy, very first preseason 4 weeks. That's that. Yeah, like that's what's great. No one knows what's great except for the Philadelphia Eagles, which is fantastic.
There we go.
They're in the top 4.
Front runners, baby.
All right,
Let's go.
we'll see you soon, YouTube, and we'll see you on the podcast too if you're not subscribed over there. Okay, bye.